Hey, boys and girls, our math target says I can demonstrate my knowledge of fractions and time. What we're going to do is we're going to review the test you took yesterday, just so that I know that you guys know about fractions and telling time and all that good stuff. So let's go over it again. If you see a question that says partition the shape into two equal parts. Let's see, I'm going to draw a circle. I'm not good at drawing circles, so that's why I trace it. Okay. Let's partition the shape into two equal parts. Here I have my whole shape. Equal parts, that means that both sides need to be the same size. I cannot have one that is bigger than the other. That would be unequal. And I need to make sure that I have 2 equal parts, not 4, but 2. Now, if it says partition the shape into 4 equal parts, it would look like this. Look at and notice how all parts are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I wanted to name the parts here, I could say this is a quarter, a fourth. Tell me about how you divided the shapes. There are many ways to tell me about how you divided it. You could say 1 out of 4. You could say fourths. You could say a quarter. I divided the shape into quarters, however you want to say it. Okay, let's divide this square into halves, or into 2 equal parts. Here we go, the parts are equal. And then how do we say this? We call this halves. Here I have a rhombus, a whole rhombus. This is not halves because this part does not equal this. If I wanted to see this shape in halves, it could look like this, okay, where it's divided down the middle, or it could look like this. We're looking for 2 equal parts when it says halves. This triangle is not split up into fourths because this right here does not equal this. That is not a fourth, okay? These are equal fourths. These show an example of fourths. This does not. Okay, let's work on our clocks and telling time. So the hour and half hour. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to draw an analog clock. Okay, here's my analog clock. I don't have my hands on it yet. The short and long hand, the hour and the minute hand. What hand shows the hour? Good. The short hand shows the hour. Okay, what hand shows the minutes? Long hand shows the minutes. Okay. Remember, short hand shows the hour, long hand shows the minutes. Now I'm going to draw an analog clock. And let's say, for instance, it is 3 o'clock. The way I would write that in my analog clock is 3:00. Okay, let's get your blue and draw the hour. Where would my short hour hand point to? 3. Very good. And then my long minute hand would point to what? The 12. Yes, because it's 12 o'clock. O'clock means back at the 12. Okay. All right, practice some more. Okay. Let's say it's 11:30. Where would my hour hand point to? The 11. Very good. Short hand points to the 11. Where does my long hand point to? 6. Very good. 11:30. Okay. Okay, one more. If it is 4 o'clock, think for a minute about where that hour hand will point and where the minute hand will point. Okay, that hour hand, you are correct, points to the 4, and the long minute hand would point to the 12. Again, this says 4 o'clock. Okay, now what I would like for you guys to do is we're going to look at the analog clock. We're not telling the time on the digital clock. We need to tell it from the analog clock. This here tells me that it is 2 o'clock. And the way I write that in the analog clock looks like this. 2, 0, 0, 2 o'clock. What time does this say? 1:30. You always look at that shorthand first. Points to the hour. 1:30. Just like this. 9 o'clock. Very good. 9 o'clock. We're going to look at shapes one more time, just so that I know you guys got this, and then I would like for you guys to go back and make any corrections to your text. Okay, which rectangle shows an example of halves? Remember, halves have 2 equal parts. This does not equal this. So this is not the correct answer. This side is not the same as this. This side does equal this. So this rectangle shows an example of halves. Okay, go ahead and make corrections to your test, and I will see you guys next time.